Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we completed the topic that is nothing but motion. And in today's class, we are going to discuss the exercise questions which are going to come in this topic. So then we are going to solve the first question. The first question is nothing but an athlete completes one round of a circular path or circular track of diameter 200 meters in 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered and the displacement at the end of the 2 minutes and 20 seconds? Right here in this problem statement, they are asked for the total displacement as well as total distance covered. If an athlete is going to complete a round of circular track of diameter 200 meters in 40 seconds, what will be the distance covered and the displacement of that athlete after the 2 minutes and 20 seconds? Right? That circular round of circular track that contains the diameter of 200 meters. On that circular track, an athlete is going to complete one round in 40 seconds and is going to travel about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. After that time interval, we have to calculate total displacement as well as we have to calculate total distance covered. So that if we take the given data, here it is circular path. This is a circular path. If this is the initial position, let it be the initial position A. This is the initial position of that athlete who is going to start from this point, so that is going to complete the rounds of this circular path or circular track. And this circular track has the diameter of 200 meters. It has the diameter of 200 meters. And for completing the one round from A point to again A point, how much time it is taking? Is taking time of 40 seconds. That athlete taking the time of 40 seconds to complete one complete round of that circular path which has the diameter of the 200 meters. And he is going to travel around this circular path for the 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Around 2 minutes and 20 seconds. After that 2 minutes and 20 seconds, we have to find out the total distance covered by this athlete as well as the total displacement. So that one by one we are going to take those things. First we are going to write the given data, then I am going to solve those questions. The first thing is the diameter of the circular path. The diameter of the circular path, that is nothing but circular track. That is nothing but d equal to how much? How much it is given? It is given as 200 meters. Right? Second, time taken for completing one round. Time taken for completing one round is equal to how much? It is equal to 40 seconds, which is given in the problem statement here. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meters in 40 seconds. So completing one round is taking how much time? 40 seconds. That is nothing but 40 seconds. In the same manner, they are given the total time for the journey. That total time for the journey, how much? It is equal to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So that total time taken, that is nothing but t equal to how much? It is equal to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. When I convert this minutes into seconds, it will become how much? That equal to 2 into 60 plus 20 seconds. Since 1 minute has 60 seconds, 2 minutes it will be 2 into 60. So that it will become what? It will become 120 plus 20 equal to how much? It is equal to 140 seconds. Total time taken for the whole journey. To complete these rounds, it taken how much time? It taken the 140 seconds. So that we have to calculate the total distance, that is nothing but s equal to question mark. Total distance covered. That is nothing but s equal to question mark. In the same manner, we have to calculate total displacement. That is nothing but d equal to question mark. We have to calculate these two things for a circle which are given in the problem statement. We have to calculate those things. Now already we have written all the given data. That is nothing but diameter is given, time taken for one round is given, time taken for over journey is given. For by using this data we are going to solve the total distance covered and total displacement. Right. Now while solving the total distance covered, the athlete is moving around this circular path. The athlete is moving around this circular path. What will be the distance of this circular path or circular track? Is it possible that directly we are going to solve this circular track? Is it possible that we are going to identify the total distance traveled by that athlete in one round? Is it possible? Directly we can solve it? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? If it is a straight line, we can directly solve it. If it is the athlete is moving in a straight line direction, by easily we can going to solve those things. But he is traveling on a circular path. So there is a circular path. If he is traveling in the circular path, the total distance covered in one round, to complete one round, it will be equal to the circumference of this circle round. It will be equal to the circumference of this circular track, or it is equal to the perimeter of that circular track. So that to complete one round, the distance covered is equal to complete one round, the distance covered equal to what? It is equal to circumference of the circle. Right. If it is traveling around the boundary of this circular track, that will be nothing but the distance covered in one round is equal to circumference of this circle. So that circumference of circle C can be given as what? It will be equal to 2 pi r. That is nothing but it is equal to S. It is equal to S. Let it be S1. Why S1? It is the distance covered for one round, not whole journey. It is distance covered for the one round. That is nothing but it is the circumference of the circle, that is equal to 2 pi r. Right, 2 pi r. So that what is the value of r? In this statement they are not given the value of r, so you have to calculate the value of r. So that r is nothing but radius of that circular path, radius of circular track, that is nothing but that equal to d by 2. That equal to how much? 200 divided by 2. That equal to how much? 100 meters. That equal to 100 meters. Therefore r equal to 100 meters. R is equal to 100 meters. Why? R is always half of the diameter of any circle. So that r equal to 100 meters. Now we are going to calculate the thing. That is nothing but c equal to 2 into what is the value of pi? Value of pi is nothing but 22 divided by 7 into what is the value of r? It is nothing but 100. That equal to 22 to the 44, 44 1 the 44, double zero, there will be double zero divided by 7. This is nothing but c. That is nothing but the distance covered in one round equal to 4400 divided by 7 meters. Distance covered in one round. It is equal to what? It is equal to 4400 meters. So that it can be given as S1. Right? I think this much is clear. The distance covered in one round is equal to how much? It is equal to 4400 meters. Next, what we have to do? We have to calculate the total distance covered. You can do this thing by using two methods. Either by solving for the number of rounds and again multiplying that number of rounds with this value, or going to calculate the speed. After calculating the speed, we are going to calculate the total distance covered. So that it's up to you which method you are going to use. is up to you. So then, what is the distance covered in one round? The distance covered in one round is equal to how much? It is equal to 4400 divided by 7 meter. Right? In the same manner, the speed of that athlete. Next, what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the speed of the athlete. So that we are going to calculate the total distance covered. So that speed of the athlete is nothing but distance covered in one round. Nothing but distance covered in one round. Distance covered in one round divided by time taken for the one round. Time taken for the one round. That is equal to how much? It is equal to speed here. Speed V equal to what is the distance covered in one round? That is nothing but 4400 divided by 7. 4 divided by time taken is how much? It is equal to 40 seconds. 0 get cancelled. 4 ones are 4 11s are. That is nothing but 0. Therefore, V equal to how much? 110 divided by 7 meter per second. 110 divided by 7 meter per second. Right. Next, we are going to calculate the distance covered. Next, we are going to calculate the distance covered. The total distance covered in that time interval, that is nothing but 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which is given as 140 seconds, and we have to calculate those things now. Now, total distance covered. Covered in 140 seconds, that is nothing but 2 minutes and 20 seconds will be equal to, if you remember the formula for the speed, that is nothing but V equal to D by T. That is nothing but V equal to S by T. Therefore, to calculate the total distance covered, that will be equal to S equal to V into T. We can use this formula for the calculating the total distance covered. So that we know that what is V? V is equal to S divided by T. Therefore, S equal to what? It is equal to V into T. Therefore, S equal to what is the value of V? We already find out it as 110 divided by 7. It is equal to 110 divided by 7 into what is the value of total time taken in the problem statement. It is given as 140 seconds. It is given as 140 seconds. Right? 7 ones are 7 twos are 0. Therefore, S equal to 2 11s are 22. 00. Therefore, S equal to 2200 meters. Therefore, S equal to how much? It is equal to 2200 meters. Right. Therefore, the total distance covered is equal to 2200 meters. Now, next, what you have to find out? We have to find out the displacement here. Next, we have to find out the displacement here. How are you going to find out the displacement, and what do you mean by the displacement? Displacement is nothing but it is the minimum distance between 2 points. That is nothing but initial position and the final position. So, the calculating the displacement, we should know about the final position of that athlete. So that we are going to count the number of rounds. Right? So then we will take the time taken for one round. We will take the time taken for one round. Time taken for the one round is called how much? 40 seconds. Time taken for the total time taken. Second, total time taken is called how much? It is equal to 140 seconds. 140 seconds. Therefore, number of rounds completed. Number of rounds completed completed. It will be equal to what? It will be total time taken divided by time taken for the one round. So that we can write it as 140 divided by 40. That is nothing but total time taken for the completing whole journey divided by time taken for the completing one round. So completing one round. So then 0 0 get cancelled. 2 2 are 2 7 that will become 3 and half. It will become 3 and half. Number of rounds completed are 3 and half rounds. Number of rounds are completed are 3 and half rounds. So that this is going to complete first round and coming back here. This is going to complete the second round and coming back here. This is going to complete the third round and going to come back here. And is going to again complete a half round. That nothing but is going to complete half round and it will be exactly here at this point. At that point, and the final position of the athlete will be at this point. If the final position of the athlete is this point, initial position of the athlete is the A point, then what will be the total displacement here? The total displacement in this case after the completing 3.5 rounds, it will be equal to the diameter. It will be equal to the diameter of that circular track. It will be equal to the diameter of the circular track. So there the total displacement will be how much? It will be equal to 200 meters only. So that after completion of 3.5 rounds, athlete's displacement will be displacement equal to what? It is equal to the diameter of the circular track. It is equal to the diameter of the circular track. That is equal to how much? It is equal to D equal to how much? 200 meters. D equal to 200 meters. Therefore, the total distance covered. Therefore, the total distance covered is equal to how much? The total distance covered is equal to 2,200 meters, as well as the total displacement of that athlete. The total displacement of that athlete is equal to how much? It is equal to 200 meters. It is equal to 200 meters. By solving this problem, we can know that athlete is going to cover 2,200 meters, as well as athlete is going to cover displacement of 200 meters. Right? This is the first problem. This is the answer for the first problem. Now, without solving the equation for the speed, we can directly find out the answer of this circular track. So that first we have to find out the number of rounds completed, and then we have to find out the journey, the distance covered for one round. That is nothing but, if you remember, the distance covered for the one round is equal to how much? It is equal to 4,400 divided by 7 meters. 4,400 divided by 7 meters. When you take that, number of rounds completed are how much? It is equal to 3.5. It is equal to 3.5. If you remember that, distance covered for one round is equal to how much? 4,400 divided by 7 meters. Right, number of rounds completed are how much? It is equal to 3.5 rounds. So then we can write 3.5, or we can write 7 divided by 2. 3.5 can be written as 7 divided by 2. So that 7 get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 22 is 0000. In this way also you can solve that question by calculating the number of rounds. So that it's up to you which method you are going to use. If you use the method of this method, you can directly solve the total distance covered as well as the total displacement. So that it's up to you which method you are going to use. Right? I hope this is clear. The answer for the first question is nothing but the total distance covered is 2,200 meters, and the total displacement is equal to how much? It is equal to 200 meters, which is nothing but it is equal to the diameter of that circular track. Now next we are going to solve the second question. That is nothing but Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300 meter road. of straight 300-meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds. In 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then turns around and jogs 100-meter back. And turns around and jogs 100-meter back to point C in another 1 minute and another 1 minute. The 4th point. What are Joseph's average speed and velocities in jogging? Question number A from A to B and question number B from A to C. What in the problem statement they are given is Joseph jogs from one end. Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B, to the other end B in straight direction in a straight road which has the length of 300 meters. Which has the length of the 300 meters from A to B point. Road in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. To cover that 300 meters is going to take time of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. After reaching the point B, it turns back. It turns back and jogs for 100 meters again. Again going to turn back after completing the 300 meters. Is going to turn back and again is going to jog for another 100 meters to reach a point C. To reach a point C, for that purpose, he is going to take another 1 minute extra. Is going to take another 1 minute extra. So that what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the Joseph's average speed and velocity in jogging from point A to B first condition, again from point A to C in the second condition. If we take in this given data, for that reason first we have to draw a diagram. So that I am going to draw a diagram. That is nothing but if it is the initial point of the Joseph, if it is the initial point of the jogging of the Joseph, that is nothing but which is given as the A, and this is the point B where he is going to reach at the first after covering how much distance? After covering the 300 meter distance. That is nothing but it is equal to 300 meters. From A to B is equal to how much? 300 meters. The time taken for this is equal to how much? It is equal to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It is equal to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It is going to take time from A to B is going to cover 300 meters and time taken is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In the same manner, from B is going to turn back. From B is going to turn back and going to cover another 100 meters to reach a point C. Is going to cover another 100 meters to reach a point C. That distance will be how much? It is equal to 100 meters. And what is the time taken here? It is equal to 1 minute. It is equal to 1 minute. So we have to find out the distance. We have to find out the speed and velocity from A to B as well as from A to C. So that first I am going to write down the given data. Given data is what? The distance. The distance covered from A to B is equal to how much? From A to B is equal to the distance covered AB, that is nothing but AB is equal to how much? That is equal to 300 meters. Right? Time taken for AB is equal to how much? It is equal to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which can be written as 120 plus 30 seconds, since 20 minutes, 2 minutes has the 120 seconds, so then we can write it as 150 seconds. Time taken for the completing 300 meters is equal to 150 seconds. In the same manner, the distance covered, the total distance covered, from A to C, that is nothing but AC. The total distance covered from AC is equal to how much? It is equal to, first is going to cover 300 meters, right? Is going to cover 300 meters, right? After covering 300 meters, is going to return back and is again going to cover how much distance? Is going to cover 100 meters. So the total distance covered will be from AB plus BC. First is going to complete this one journey, then is going to return back. So that we have to add those things. So that the total distance covered in case of BC is equal to 1, it will be AB plus BC. So that is equal to how much? It is equal to 300 plus 100. That is equal to how much? 400 meters. 400 meters, right? The same manner, the time taken for Time taken for AC is equal to how much? Time taken for AB plus time taken for BC. So then we can say that time taken for AB plus time taken for BC. Time taken for AB equal to time taken for BC. That is nothing but, therefore time can be taken as T equal to, what is the time taken for AB? Let this be the T1, this is the T2. Right, the total time taken for the AB is how much? It is equal to 150 seconds plus another 1 minute is going to cover distance. That is nothing but, it will be how much? It will be equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute equal to how much? It is equal to 60 seconds, so that it will become 210 seconds. The total time taken for the AC to cover the distance of AC, it is equal to how much? 210 seconds. Right. So then next you have to write the displacement. Why displacement? To calculate the velocity we always require what? Displacement. So then displacement that is nothing but d1. Displacement that is nothing but d1, that is nothing but AB. Displacement in the first case, that is nothing but, by jogging from A to B is equal to how much is jogging in the straight line direction only. So that it will be equal to AB only. It is equal to AB only. So that it is equal to how much? It is equal to 300 meters. Right. In the same manner, displacement in second condition. Same manner, displacement in second condition. That is nothing but D2 equal to what? It will be equal to AC. It is equal to AC. If you remember, displacement is nothing but the minimum distance covered between 2 points. That is nothing but, if you have to calculate the AC, what I have to do? I have to minus the AB from BC. So that in case of D2, AC equal to what? It is equal to AB minus AC. AB minus BC. To calculate AC, I have to calculate the minimum distance from A to C. I have to minus the AB from, I have to minus BC from the AB. So that AC equal to what? AC equal to AB is what? 300 minus 100 equal to how much? It is equal to 200 meters. That is nothing but displacement in the second condition is equal to 200 meters. Right. Now you have all the given data which is required for the solution, solving the problem. So that I am going to solve the problem one by one. Now A question. What is the A question? We have to find out the speed and velocity from A to B. We have to find out the speed and velocity from A to B. So that from A to B, speed is equal to what? Speed is equal to distance covered divided by time taken. That is distance covered in the first condition, time taken in the first condition. Right? This will be the distance covered in the second condition, and this will be the distance covered in the first condition. Right? In the first condition from A to B, the total distance covered is equal to how much? It is equal to 300 divided by time taken for covering 300 meters is equal to how much? It is equal to 150 seconds. That nothing but 0 0 get cancelled, 15 1 15 2 Therefore speed is equal to how much? Speed equal to 2 meter per second in the first condition. Speed is equal to 2 meter per second in the first condition. Right? In the first condition, total distance covered and displacement both are same. Total distance covered and displacement both are same. So there the speed as well as velocity will be same in the first condition, first case. So that velocity is equal to what? This is equal to d1 divided by d1. That is equal to how much? This is equal to 300 divided by 150. That is equal to 0 0 get cancelled. 15 1 15 2 that is equal to how much? 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second. That is the velocity in the first condition. Velocity in the first condition from A to B is equal to 2 meter per second, as well as speed is also equal to 2 meter per second. In the B question from A to C, the speed is equal to what? Again, in the second condition it will be equal to S2 divided by T2. The time taken for the second condition from A to C, as well as the distance covered in the A to C. What is the distance covered in the A to C? It is equal to 400 meters. Time taken for that purpose is equal to how much? It is equal to 210. 0 0 get cancel. 21 ones are 21 ones are how much remains? There remains 19, so that it is less than the 21, so that I am going to take a point. It will become 190. If it will become 190, 21 nines are 189. 21 nines are 189. So that the speed in the A to C is equal to how much? It is equal to 1.9 meter per second. It is equal to 1.9 meter per second. At last we have to find out the velocity now. Therefore velocity is equal to velocity in the second condition, second case, that is nothing but d2 divided by t2. What is the value of d2? We find out as 200. What is the value of t2? It is equal to 210. That will be equal to how much? It will be half of that, 1.9. That is equal to 0.95 meter per second. 0.95 meter per second. This is the velocity in the second condition. The speed in the second condition is equal to 1.9 meter per second square. Velocity in the second condition is equal to 0.95 meter per second. It is 1.9 meter per second. It is 0.95 meter per second. This is the answer for the second question. That is nothing but speed from A to B is equal to 2 meter per second, as well as velocity from A to B is equal to 2 meter per second. In the same manner, the speed from A to C is equal to 1.9 meter per second. In the same manner, velocity from A to C is equal to 0.95 meter per second. These are the answers for this question. I hope this is clear. In the next class, we are going to solve further questions. Up to that point, thank you. Take care, stay well, stay home.